Welcome to my channel. This is my first post. This is the Beacon of Light channel where I try to have videos that empower women. And this topic is my thoughts on the Chris Watts case. I've been doing a lot of reading through the discovery. I've been watching a lot of YouTube channels with various thoughts and opinions, and I wanted to give my opinion because to me there was something that really stuck out to me that no one was really tapping into, and it's my feelings that Shanann Watts was a victim of domestic violence. It's classic domestic violence. The perpetrator usually is known as a good guy, and the woman who's being abused is known as, excuse my language, but people referred to her as a bitch. And also she was very into things looking good from the outside, and domestic violence victims are very good at masking what's going on between them and their spouse at home because they feel ashamed and they don't want anyone to know. And her father even mentioned she would never share anything with them that was troubling. So and I truly believe that Chris Watts was a perpetrator. He knew what he was doing, and he snowed everyone, and he knew exactly what he was doing. And I also think Sandy Rzucek, Shanann's mom, hit it on the head where she said Chris just doesn't give a flip. It was in one of the interviews, and she was right. Chris, that was the issue. I don't think he was just trying to quietly stand in the corner. I really think he just didn't care, because when people care, they usually vocalize their opinions. I don't think Chris saw people as people. He saw them as objects. And another thing is the villainization of Shanann by Chris's mom, and even by the people that were close to Shanann. She did not seem to have very positive, supportive people around her. She was reaching out, in my opinion, a lot, and no one was taking her seriously. And even in one conversation, towards the end with her friend, she said, "Listen, I'm crying. I'm really upset." And they're like, "Oh, he'll get over it." People just weren't listening to her and taking what she had to say at face value. And that's another sign. And the fact that people called her basically a hypochondriac. Lupus is an invisible illness, and it's my understanding a doctor diagnosed her and she was on medication, and she doesn't have to share her health files with everyone. So you take it at face value, which meant she had a lot on her plate. And I really believe those posts she put, like, Chris is the best thing that ever happened to me. In my opinion, I believe that truly was just wishful thinking. Like I said, if you know the cycle of abuse, it's classic, where the guy, oh, he's such a nice guy, and the perpetrator, the abuser, works very, very hard at that, to create that image. So if their wife goes around complaining, "Oh, he's hurting me," they'll just say, "Oh, come on now, he's such a nice guy." They're really master manipulators. And also, I don't care what she did, no one deserves to be killed. Her baby inside of her tummy didn't deserve to die, neither did her children. They didn't even ask to be here. And I just hope and pray that, I pray for everyone involved. But Chris is not a nice guy, and I really think that there was a lot more going on than Shanann let on. And I also am very concerned about her parents' reaction currently to Chris Watts. I mean, that man took their daughter and their grandchildren away. And I understand they have feelings, but they need to get over that and realize they were fooled. This this man is not a good person. This man is manipulative, and he didn't care. He just saw people as pawns for whatever he was needing at the time. And I also agree with Nicole Kessinger when she said, I truly believe this man's cheese was sliding off his cracker long before I met him. So she even knew. So those are my thoughts, and I'd be interested to know your thoughts. Please feel free to comment below, and I hope you enjoyed my first video, and thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye. If you like my channel, please feel free to subscribe and hit the notification button. Thank you so much for listening. Bye-bye.